All right. Welcome everyone to day 7 of our EFT and tapping for surrender. And happy Monday. Love having you all here. And whether you're joining via Zoom or Facebook Live or Facebook, the recording afterwards, or YouTube, love having you part of this journey. I have been before, just kind of an admin note, I feel like, you know, we're in a month that's intense. We're in a period that's intense, right? But I am feeling guidance to do something like this weekly. We finish up the 9-day stretch on Wednesday, but I do feel this call to really support you guys ongoing. So I think we'll probably end up doing something weekly. So just watch your Angels Teach email for details, or the Facebook group for details on that. And if you're on YouTube, watching this on YouTube, and you're not part of either the Facebook community or the Angels Teach community, I do encourage you to go over to angelsteach.com and sign up just to stay in the loop with all that's going on. So our theme for today, as I was sharing with one of our beloveds before, as everyone was gathering, hit me over the head because Peter and I signed up probably 6 weeks ago or so to have our roof replaced because it's just, anyway, you don't need to know why. It's obvious, right? So I didn't know until Thursday last week that they were going to start today. And so they arrived at 7 a.m. and within an hour, there were drapes over all the windows, loud noises. And for me, especially with an open identity center, I was just like, wow, I can't go to a coffee shop to just sort of get away from it all. It's why I'm down here, by the way. So it's relatively quiet right now. The cat, I have no idea where she is. She's just like gone. I think probably until everyone's left here for today. But what it brought up was this whole theme of surrendering to divine timing. And I did ask my angels, should I just postpone until they're done, or should we go? And they were like, you got to do it. And so, when we're given these opportunities, we're really being invited to go deeper into whatever it is that we're focusing on. So here, of course, it's surrendering to divine timing. And for whatever reason, the angels felt like this opportunity, this situation would help with our work here today. One thing I just wanted to mention is, the whole concept of doing something for 9 days, and why, it's based on the novena. I've done prayer things. Many of you guys probably are aware of that. But what it does is that we have less control over what's happening day to day to day. When you do something over a period of time, it's a commitment. And it's not different from, it's kind of a silly analogy, but like a marriage, you commit to something long term and you don't know what's going to happen during that period of time. But whatever it is, like during these 9 days, it's like the angels' sandbox, if you will. They're giving us opportunities to do the healing that's coming forward and that's needed right now. So with that, I do encourage you to, since we have 2 days left, make sure that if you have stuff that's coming up that we haven't addressed, that you let me know, because I would love to help you work on that over the next couple of days. You can either let me know through chat here, through email, lv@angelsteach.com, on the Facebook group, in the comments on YouTube. However, I'm here and I want to hear what you guys still need some help with. So I gotta say, I'm using this new deck that I absolutely love. I just got it last week. Soulful Women Guidance Cards. Wow, they are so cool. And I'm going to try to say the name of the creators. Shushan Movicion. I'm not going to pronounce that. I didn't pronounce that. And Gemma Summers. But you guys can, I'm sure, who can pronounce those names much better than I. Or look them up on Amazon. But they are just really, really lovely cards. And so switching to those for this week, and the card, I kid you not, in the flow. Could it be more perfect? And there's, when I look at this, I'm really noticing her face, and there's this just sort of look that's coming forward to me of, okay, I may not really like this right now, but okay, which I think gets into the like and dislike thing work that we were doing last week, is that I may not really like having all this noise and all this disruption, and I'm sure you have your own version of what it is that's in your life that you don't like, but okay, I'm not going to necessarily smile about it, but I have faith, I trust, I surrender to it. So I feel like that's the message, and the words, when I'm in the flow, magic happens. All right, so let's get into our tapping for today. Let me just check the Facebook group. I think we're good there. And bring up my notes here. All right. So tapping on the outside of the hand. Even though it makes me so angry, when I can't control the things that are happening in my life, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I can't control everything that's happening around me, and it can make me very upset at times and out of my place of peace. I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I can't stand all the noise and disruption in the world, and there's a part of me that gets furious because I just want it to stop. I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Tapping the inside of the eyes. Can't stop the noise. Can't stop the chaos. Can't control the timing. Can't control the timing. And it's just so frustrating. I just want it done my way. Why can't anyone listen to me? Why can't I be heard? Why does timing always have to be such a thing? Such a struggle. And all that noise. It's everywhere. And I just want peace. I deserve peace. And I feel the peace inside me, even if it's noisy out there. And so I bring my focus to that instead. The peace that is within. The peace that is inside me. The quiet that is inside me. And all of that that has never left. The peace and stillness within. I choose to listen to that. Top of the head, because I deeply and I completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Just breathe into whatever energies are moving for you. An interesting little angel wink is that they turned on the compressor while I was doing that. And I think about compressed air, and it's almost like a pressure cooker, you know? And I think it just puts emphasis on the need for us to connect with that peace that's within, and really strive to focus on that, which, you know, is work, definitely. But it's there, it's accessible. All right, so let's move on to the next one. And if you have had anything come up, in fact, I don't have notes for the third round that we're going to do together. So if something comes up as we're doing this next round, or did that last one, please do share in the chat or in the comments on Facebook. All right. I know this is a big one, and I don't need my glasses for this one. Taking a deep breath into your body. And I'm feeling that sense of peace. It's like this thread down to the navel for me. I mean, notice however it's showing up for you, but just see how that place of peace is showing up within your physical being, and see if you can connect with that. Tapping on the outside of the hand, even though a part of me loathes the idea of patience and the need to surrender, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though a part of me hates that I have to be patient, that I have to surrender, and that I have to work to stay in a place of peace. I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Inside of the eyes, sometimes I hate this work. Sometimes I really hate this work. I just want life to be easier. Sometimes I just hate this work. I don't want to have to be patient. I don't want to have to surrender. I don't want to have a daily spiritual practice. I just want to live my way. My ego has control more often than I like. And then I get angry because the ego is in control. Because I know that's not the right move. I know it's better when my higher self leads the way. And I know that patience and surrender and daily spiritual work are part of that. And so I breathe into my higher self. and I allow her to lead. Top of the head, because I deeply and I completely love, forgive, and accept myself. All right, so we've got some input here. The tendency to fight divine timing in divine ways is the fear of what may happen. Yep. Fear that this lockdown, mass social distancing BS will never, ever, ever end. Yeah. I am not cut out for this. Wow, so you guys are really chiming in here. Thank you. I love this. This is very helpful for me. Like I said, I'm a generator, so I'm wired to respond to what you guys put in front of me. Decided to release everything I don't like. That's easy. So we did this ritual. I'm just going to share it here because it was so cathartic. We wrote things that we did this on Friday and wrote things that we wanted to release on a pumpkin in Sharpie, and then took a hatchet to it. And it was really, like I said, it was really cathartic. And there were a couple of people that are like, well, I don't want to hurt the pumpkin. I totally get that. Like, I totally get that. But, you know, I asked, when I bought the pumpkins, I asked their permission, you know, and they were, I felt the energy of that they were good with it, you know, like they wanted to sacrifice themselves. And we planted some of the seeds as part of it. So it was a really beautiful thing. And I think what it brings up in response to some of what's sharing here is that sometimes we need to get physical with these emotions that we have, and sometimes we need to punch the pillow. And that's not true for everybody, but there were people who shared that when they did this, they were like, wow, I didn't know I had that in me, you know, because they'd find themselves with this hatchet, like, you know, and it shocked them. And it did for me too when I did it. And yet it felt so healing. So I think sometimes we need that physical outlet. So just wanted to share that. Anger, brought up anger. The fact that I'm tired of doing work so resonated. Yeah. And we're having to do a lot of it. Blind people would make a mess of that. Yes, well, not necessarily anything wrong with that. As long as you're safe, with it. Resign, look in the goddess's eyes and face. Can we look at that? Yeah, not wanting to. And then I'll check on Facebook too, but doing it anyway, even though that's been the theme. There was something in her eyes. Yeah. And you know what I'll do? I'll also take a picture of this and post it in the want to be happy to be alive. Yeah, I get that. So I'll take a photo of this and put it in the Facebook group. And for anyone who doesn't know what Facebook group, it's through Angels Teach. It's Angels Alchemy and Human Design. She's got a dragonfly on her throat. Yeah, she does. You're right. Yeah, very cool. All right, so I'm going to take all of this into and keep sharing. I'll take all of this and put it into the next 2 days, and let me see what I'm drawn to for our last one for today. Okay. It's on the tired of doing the work. Tirelessly doing the work, and sometimes it feels like I lose steam. Yeah. Yeah. You guys feel like you're feeling a little, or more than a little, exhausted, worn out from it all? Yeah. I get that. I totally get that. All right. So let's do it. That banging in the house got louder, so you guys can hear it. I know. I'd say sorry, but I pledged not to apologize for things that are outside of my control. So sorry, not sorry. It's loud here. It is what it is. Okay, let's do this. Actually, I don't need my glasses because I want to make sure I use the words that are here. Okay. Tapping on the outside of the hand. Even though I feel like I've been tirelessly doing this work for so long. And sometimes it feels like I just lose steam. And this is one of those times. I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I just want to be happy about life and love my life and not have to do all this effing work. I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Even though I feel like I've been doing this work for so long. And sometimes I don't even know why. Because sometimes it just doesn't feel worth it. I deeply and I completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Inside of the eyes, sometimes I don't know why I do this work. I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. I don't want to have to do all this work. I want life to be easy. I don't want to be learning lessons all the time. I don't want to be growing and evolving. I just want to be. Maybe I just need to let life happen for me. Maybe I just need to allow and not think of this as work. Because if I think of it as work, then maybe I'm not surrendering. So much about acceptance for whatever it is that's in front of me. And loving the people who are in my life with all that I have and all that I am. I surrender. I surrender to love. And I let go of this idea of work. And I allow myself to rest when I need to. And I allow the gentleness. And I allow the love, top of the head, that I know I deserve. Because I deeply and I completely love, forgive, and accept myself. So, if you guys who are chatting have anything else that's coming up, we're going to do an affirming round next. You're welcome. Letting go of thinking of it as work resonated. Yeah. Yummy happening over in Facebook. Tapping is so powerful. All right. And, even when we're done, bring it. I love hearing from you. If it's not work, then what is it? It's acceptance for whatever's showing up. I think it gets into the definition of work, and work is something, the connotation in large part has negative undertones. Like, I've got to do work. There's a burden about it. There's an obligation. I don't really want to, but I have to kind of energy to it. And I think um, I think it's really about being in that space of not looking at it as work is part of the journey, you know. So work is hard, and so is all this acceptance. And yeah, I mean, it can be hard, but there are a lot of things in life that are hard that are certainly worthwhile. Being willing to see it differently, yeah, I think it is. I think it is a sort of a mindset shift, heart shift. So yeah, I shared in the October messages, and I don't think I've done it here yet, is I just keep getting this vision of we're giving birth, like from the head to the heart, and there's this birth canal. And anyone who's given birth, it's work, it's hard, it's hard, but talk about worthwhile. Maybe we need to change the view of work, seeing it as pursuing a passion. Yes, yes, I love that. Love that. Thank you. Idea of being work was huge. Awesome. All right. So let's do our affirming. And this is going to be as much a prayer as it is rest and fun are hard for me. Never made sense. It does make sense, if it's not something that's familiar, that can be it can be hard. All right. So I'm going to invite you guys again, tap along with me or just soak it up, whatever feels good and right to you. Tapping on the outside of the hand. There is a very strong part of me, a very present part of me that knows how beautiful this world is. Inside the eyes, that knows how perfect things are already, even when they don't seem it. There is a part of me that believes that. And that is where my faith lives. That is where my God source lives. And I give my attention and my love and my energy to that. I choose love. I choose God. I choose goodness. I choose compassion. I choose integrity. I choose respect. I choose kindness for myself and for all others. I choose love. Top of the head, and I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. And so it is. So that is our day 7. I think I may have said 6 at the beginning, but anybody who's been with me, you know I get confused on days and dates. And I know you love me anyway, so thank you for that. All right. Brought tears to my eyes. Good. That's in a good way. That's a healing. That's a cleansing. All right, beloveds. So much love to each and every one of you. I look forward to being with you here again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Be well. Have a beautiful day.